Hi there, I'm Josie. I'm a food and eating coach, and this video is a follow-up to the recent short video I did explaining what food and eating coaching is all about. So in this video and 3 more to follow, I'm going to talk to you briefly about the 4 principles that my coaching practice is based upon. And today specifically, I'm going to talk to you about movement. I tend to use the word movement rather than exercise because I think for some of us, when we say the word exercise, suddenly we get images of, exhausting ourselves in the gym coming into our mind and things like that. And that's absolutely not what I promote within my practice. I think that's probably part of the problem, actually. There's an awful lot of messages out there that kind of promote a push strategy. One that, you've heard sayings like no pain, no gain, feel the burn, all that kind of stuff. I think they're great, and they certainly play a role for people who are into going to the gym or who are athletes and regularly exercising. But actually, for the majority of us, that kind of stuff isn't particularly helpful when we're trying to just introduce a bit more positive movement into our lives. So I encourage you to kind of shift your thinking away from a focus on results. Sometimes when we are desperately trying to achieve something, placing a lot of pressure on ourselves to achieve results in our movement, then we can become really easily frustrated with ourselves and with our bodies. And also we miss out on actually the enjoyment of the experience. And the enjoyment of moving our bodies more. So I think we've got a lot to learn from practices like yoga. When they're taught properly, they kind of teach us to push ourselves, but also to know when to stop, and equally to take part at a level that's suitable for us. We're all at different capabilities, and we're all at different levels when it comes to physical activity. So it's knowing how to pitch it right. And essentially to nurture a little bit of self-compassion. So it's kind of this shift away from push, more into actually, I'm moving more. That's a good thing. And just being a bit more nice to ourselves about it. So 3 basic things. 1, seek out something that you have a really good chance of enjoying. That's when we're going to get the maximum benefit from those depression fighting feel good endorphins. Is when we're doing something that we're actually enjoying. 2, start slow. Don't set yourself up for a fail. Just small steps. It doesn't actually matter what it is or how much you're doing. Just a little bit more movement every day makes a difference. And 3, think outside of the box. It's not just running or going to the gym. It could be anything. There's so much stuff out there now. Tai Chi, yoga, walking, the simplest stuff. Sometimes I just get out and I have a walk in nature, and it turns my life around. It does me the world of good. So, think outside the box when it comes to stuff, and just be kind to yourself. Just be gentle in that process. Finally, I just want to say something about self-esteem. I know that ultimately when you start to move more, it does great things for your self-esteem. In the long term, you get maximum benefits from that kind of thing. But I absolutely get the fact that we don't start there. We don't all start with the confidence to just chuck on a pair of trainers and go over to the park. So it's stuff like that that I can really, really help you with. But I can absolutely assure you that once you've taken those first few steps, once you've actually gotten it together to be brave enough to go and join your local gym class or whatever it is, it all gets easier from there. It's just that kind of thing, isn't it? Stepping outside of our comfort zone. But I can help you with that. So anyway, that is it. That's my first short video on movement, and I hope that it's been useful to you. I hope it's got you thinking about some things that you can potentially do. Like I said last time, please do feel free to message me directly with any questions, anything I can help you with. I'll be happy to answer your questions. And next week I will be talking about, I'm going to avoid talking about food for a little while. Next week I'm going to talk to you about meditation and how we can, incorporating some of that, or just simply time out and headspace, can be beneficial